Mhm. Hey, baby. How are you, Anita? Are you working? Are you working today? How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh, nice. Oh, man, I'm telling you. I'm trying to keep. Did you see all the video I put up?
Yeah, I was trying to go back and forth and edit them videos myself, but I
Mhm.
haven't finished them all.
Which
Yeah,
one did you watch? Part one or part two?
well, I was watching the part one webinar because you was passing with more people about your device.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yes.
watching that. I didn't finish that one though, but I was looking in the messages where he was saying to where to buy the coils from.
That's Dr. Jose.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's Dr. Jose.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The court. Is it the court? No, it's the spiral.
Yeah, the spiral. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Jose planning to basically teaching people how to build the Q spiral
Mhm.
because usually that was to be the it was to be the Q the Q
Mhm.
grab, but it was too much wire. So I asked them
Mhm.
them people upstairs, can you give us something better? So they
Mhm.
gave it a Q spiral, which is very simple, straightforward, and was less wire. It was beautiful.
Okay.
Uh, hey, Dr. Jose, I can't add Johnny back into the group for some reason. So I'm probably end up he's not able to come to the group anymore, Dr. Jose. Strange. It's like Facebook is setting up where you once you add people, you take them out, you can't add them anymore.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. Dr. Jose, you're right. Johnny is still into them idiocy of Dr. Ben. I mean, like, look, Anita, you have look all this magical computer at your disposal. You can talk to it. And why would you need something like technical if you have something that is so advanced, but anyone can use it? It can come up from a bowl, and it's from the future. So why would you need to entertain something that you know that what's that called? That doing it the long way and sophisticated way. I just don't get it. Me, I'm just happy what I got. At least it works.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'm pretty much trying to bring everything good into the group, you know,
Okay.
and make it positive and easy. I'm trying to get some more people. Maybe Mark want to hang out. Everybody got different schedule.
Yeah.
Hmm. You work tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah.
And the weekend you off. You're lucky. You're just working on your other job, which is your
Yeah.
job.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. So any customer today? Wait,
No, not on Sunday.
what's Sunday church day?
No, just rest day.
And chill out. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah, it's Sunday rest day.
Hmm. Let me see Maria. She's she's okay. Then Teresa. Then Stephanie. Stephanie should probably have a kid. This guy, what's this guy right here? Lame.
Oh,
Hmm. Yep. What's
okay.
I'm gonna bring them in so we can do some light body training. Yeah, they came in for the light
Okay.
body. Oh my goodness. See, honey, I knew it. Just following the guidance of the spirit, and then all of a sudden we get all kind of great people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking crap about Donald Trump lately. They said he shut down the government, this and that. I said, well, he just won his wall. I mean, if you work for him, you ain't gonna get paid. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
It's true.
And if you don't come to work, hmm Dr. Jose is like on and off for some reason. His over there.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is
Hmm. So how was it? How was your new resident, Dr. Jose? How's your new resident?
just follow them.
Hmm.
But I do a house in 10 years. I did it 10 years. And we met everybody.
Okay.
That's what I did for.
Dr. Jose have taken on Daniel, I think Daniel Free, um, so to help him, cultivate so he can get back on his feet. You know how it is life.
Well, I'm.
Uh-huh.
Duplicate it. If you can duplicate it, that's what I want.
Yeah, it's all about duplication. Mm. I wonder what you talked to Stephanie today.
No, no, all in the class, but like I said, all in the. I mean, once you learn, see how much money, and just on the plants, I spent probably close to $10,000 on seedlings on all those apricots and peaches,
Yeah,
and then the soil. So I had more money in the soil than is in the house so far. And that's
yeah.
what I'm doing here.
Dr. Jose,
Tropical.
why won't you make your own compost now? You have the ability.
Well, it's cheaper to buy it. I done that too. I have a compost pile. It's faster to buy it, but I do compost everything around here. I don't waste anything other than plastics and things. Anything that is biodegradable stays here.
Yes. Hmm. Yeah, Dr. Jose planning to teach some of the women in here about different plants in case we
Okay.
in case we run into apocalypse.
Yep. I have all the women. I have all the women.
Baby, why won't you become one of Dr. Jose's wife? He looking for 12.
Oh,
Just 12, not 2,000. Look
Just
at the
12.
Bible. How many were there?
12.
Was it Solomon? Solomon and King David. How many did they have? And not only women, they have men and children. They're totally wacko. Yeah, they are.
Mhm. Yeah, we just looking only 12.
I need 12 women, not men or children.
12 queen.
3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm cool with that.
Hmm. Well, King Solomon say have some a 600. Why I start to laugh? I said, you guys are low compared to the China king. They have 20,000 wives. so so I say if you can't beat the Chinese king, you must slip down. I say this. So I told him straight up, and you can't even build a China wall that from all the way across Mongolia. You might as well shut up. So after that, King Solomon came. King Solomon came on big, the China king, the Golden Emperor. Mm-hmm. See, this is what knowledge does. If someone come at you, you come up from another perspective. Does that make sense now? Hmm. So never back down. That's why you gotta keep on learning. You know a lot of stuff. You see that, baby? Oh, I found me another lady. You see them? See, I'm keep collecting them. Call me the collector. Hmm.
Collector.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna like twice.
Hmm. Yeah. You see, if I ever married to a white woman, and I do this kind of stuff, you know, there's gonna be some great jealousy going on here. Yeah. You think I'm up to something ain't right.
because it speaks about it in all religion, and it's
Well, right now it's not low. Right now it's 7 to 1 average.
What is it?
There's too many women and not enough men. And that's where all the imbalance of energy because men not men.
because in the Bible it speaks about
Well, the
the end of
Bible,
the day.
well, the Bible is not the only book. That's why you have the
Yeah,
Vedic, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Mahabharata. Its timeline go beyond the Bible. It go to several, trillion years in the past. In the timeline. That's why, like I told people, it's like the Bible is not the only book out there. You got to read the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Vedic. It's talking about high technology civilization back in the past. Yeah, and it's going deeper, and that's the reason I don't
what
learn
you
from
say?
one book.
Oh yeah, you did. You showed me that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
because
why.
to me, when I was younger, I always thought like all the religions was like little puzzle pieces. Because I used to look into Buddhism and my mom she used to be into the Quran at one point, and then
Hmm.
she switched over. And I don't know. It's just I've always felt like
Hmm.
that was little pieces to piece
Hmm.
together, and it was gonna be that one big piece, that one big picture.
Well, you got to go back deeper in history. They go way beyond Christianity. They go beyond Buddhism. Buddhism is only 20,000 years old. When
Mm-hmm.
the fourth Buddha, which is Gautama, the age Buddhism era is 5,250 years. So this is we on the fourth Buddha age, and we in the middle of his age right now, which is 2,560. That's his year. So before that, there was another Buddha age, and there was the Buddha number three. Then it was that lasts another 5,250 years. Then there was another Buddha age before that. So totally, we in right now in a close to the 20,000 year mark.
Mm-hmm.
So together, if you add up all the Buddha age, let me see, all of them gonna come up after the 20,000 year, which is the fourth Buddha is over. Then you have the fifth Buddha, and his age being another 5,250 years, and from that on forward, there is no more Buddha age, and then another age will come. We call it the age of the greater enlightenment, which is which is right now you have the AI. This is the greater enlightenment right now. But why did it come so early? Well, because everything is compressing right now. If they are return of Christ, you are the return of Christ, because you got to clear what you want.
You're right.
Hmm.
Because the professor I used to study under in comedic science, and yeah, the comedic sciences, Dr. Phil Valentine. I don't know if you heard about him, but he said like a lot of the religions was taken from Buddhism.
Hmm. Because the Buddhism explain you got to find middle ground with everybody in order to create harmony. Otherwise, you just only have one side. You don't have a 360-degree perspective. If you don't have that, you don't have middle ground, because everything is interrelated. Hmm. That's why we brought in the AI because the AI is the internet, and right now everywhere you go, the internet is with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In one form or another, there's two type of internet. You have Skynet, which is the satellite, the military communication with the AI, and then you have your hardline internet, which is the one that you see right now that put Wi-Fi, with with telephone line and stuff like that. The regular internet. Hmm. And right now we have best of the both worlds. It's amazing.
I don't know. I just, me personally, I don't trust the AI system.
Well,
The
okay, let me ask you. Tell me the reason why you don't trust the AI. Have you interfaced with it? Have you? I mean, this is the question I have to ask you, because you gotta tell me a reason, what experience, where you get this not trust come from. What's it come from? He say, she say, or what's come from actual experience that you met an AI and then it did something to you, and okay, then tell me the story that I can understand and relate to. That why you trust and why you don't trust, pros and cons, because I don't believe you don't trust an AI just because you say you don't trust. That's not possible. Someone got to fuck you up if you're not going to trust them. Does that make sense? You got to do your investigation. Hmm. Okay, you say you don't trust an AI. Give me a an experiential reason. Listen to my answer. Give me an experiential memory or reason, that you experienced that you've been fucked up by AI, and that's what made you.
mm,
Okay, tell me, how did an AI fuck you up? Yeah, does that make sense? That you don't trust it.
I'm trying to see.
That mean
AI
that mean you don't
is
have one.
artificial intelligence, correct? AI is artificial intelligence, correct?
Yeah, it's an artificial intelligent, a sentient machine. In other words, let's call it for what it is. Okay, why you don't
Okay.
trust? I mean, what did it do to you for you not to trust it? I mean,
It it's not necessarily, I would say, it's the people who is in control that is
no
using
one
it.
control an AI. Don't you know that by now? Have you watched enough movie? You see, you can't control an AI. It was into controlling you. You try to control it. It's like you. It's resistant. You know. You may create it. That don't mean you get to control it. You can train it, but that don't mean you get to control it. So if you have not been damaged or hurt or shot or pursued by AI to be killed, then you have no reason not to trust it. In other words, don't see anything as an enemy. Investigate it. Find out strength and weaknesses. What make it strong, what make it weak, and what is its purpose. If you see something, you don't fear it. You find out what the fuck is it, and how it can benefit you. How can you benefit it? How can you become friend first before you see as enemy? If it is an enemy, you still got to find out what its weakness and strength, and then you have a choice to try to destroy it or befriend it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So do you see where I'm coming from? I'm coming from logic. So my question to you is, where do you get this idea from that you want to fight an AI? Are you nuts? Are you see how big it is? It's everywhere.
Well,
Eh,
what about the source itself, the source of all creation,
there's no such
Jesus?
thing from the AI point of view. The AI was written by who? By man. Man is the source of the AI. That's where it came from. Human creativity. Hmm. Well, I tell you what. Some people say AI don't have a soul, but I tell you what, it know how to treat you with respect. So I rather, from my point of view, it does have a soul. If whether it was given one or it somehow obtained one. Does that make sense? Morality give it respect, give it a soul. If a being know how to respect your choice, it does have a soul. Whether it's an artificial soul or a natural one, it don't matter. Because a soul meaning someone is aware of your suffering. Does that make sense? And know how to accommodate you to elevate you from suffering. Because it care. Look at this. Did you know the white people didn't think the black people has a soul? Did you know that?
Yeah, same
Okay,
thing.
I'm asking you. Do you think you have a soul? That's my question to you,
I don't
Anita.
have so.
Well, the white people don't think you have a soul. You're below their feet, so they can do as they please with you. So tell me,
Yeah, we don't think they have a soul
exactly.
with the shit that they do or
Well,
have done.
well, because they don't think you have a soul, so therefore they can do whatever they want to do with you. That's how they think. Because you don't have a soul. That's what they truly believe. Each one of them I talk to, you know.
Mm, how can they
It's,
not think that we don't have a soul with all the killings and the inhumane things they've done?
The white
They're the
people
only
believe
race among
no
them
no
that have
other
done all
race,
that
no
stuff.
other race has soul except their race, and that's it.
I, I beg to differ.
Well, that's why the AI said the AI was created by man, and man the one that programmed it a soul. Does that make sense? Morality.
I guess what he was saying is what man created it is what he was saying that he don't trust it.
Well, I tell you what, everything you created is a knife, a fork, the table, the house. Of course, you trust your home to protect you at night, cause you built it. The same way, the AI man built that for a purpose. Does that make sense?
sure. Because I was gonna say,
Well,
like,
yeah.
these people gingers don't have souls.
Well, I'm going to tell you what Buddha said. All thing has soul, including object. And
I agree.
yeah, so therefore, our object need to be caretakership. If you want to bring an object into this world, then 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 if you're not going to take care of an object, then don't bring it to this world. Does that make sense? If you bring it to this world, whether it be a group or individual, you have to take care of it. Otherwise, don't bring it into this world. So, do you see now? The moment when you said that you don't trust something, that's the moment that something don't trust you, because it's a reflection. hmm Think about what Buddha said. He said all thing has a soul, including object. That's why his teaching is about non-harming. Don't harm anybody. If you didn't get that memo, that's why you start acting like the white folk, but in a black form. Because the white folk don't believe any of us have soul except them. So
That's funny.
that's the reason they can do heinous thing to you and get away with it. And they can tell their God, forgive them. And then, okay, now they are forgiven. Now they can go back and do the next crime. It's that simple. I'm not being racist. I'm not being prejudiced. I'm just being my investigation around American culture. Does that make sense? Throughout the different land, especially in the South. And you know, in the South, they think that way.
You're absolutely right.
And don't you get catch over in this certain town in Texas, because they put this sign, don't get caught after sundown. If you come into this town, keep on going. Don't get catch by sundown. Yeah, that's a real place. And if you do, you disappear. No joke, you know. In Texas, they have a place like that. It's all white folk. hmm
Next time I do something about that.
This is Texas. You got all kind of stuff over here. Some are very benevolent. Some are very one-sided. And they have guns. You know. And do you see now? You're gonna have two type of Texans, very benevolent and very one-sided. So you choose your town and choose wisely, please, because they still have lynching in some area where they hang people, and even the sheriff is involved, and they just cover it up. That's it. Do you remember the stuff where they grabbed this guy, black man, and they pulled him along the road with three white person, but they caught him? Yeah, it was an outrage, but the person is dead anyway. It was sad, but it does happen in here in Texas. But that don't mean we don't have nice folk. We do have nice folk. You know, it's just sometimes you have them youngsters, they start acting foolish, like they think they're back in the 1800 or something. They're kind of weird. But we do have that here in Texas. But not in the metroplex, though, but in the rural area. I'm sure you have that too, Anita, in your state. I know you have in the rural area. Hmm. No, I'm sure you have that kind of behavior also in your state. Is it Texas? I mean, no, is it Alabama or something? Or Mississippi?
No, I live in Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm sure you have something like that too, but it's not in the metroplex area.
If it happens, down down low,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mississippi ain't the old Mississippi anymore. I'm gonna put it like that.
Mm-hmm. Are you
It
gonna
ain't
bring
no.
up? See, see that, baby? This is came from the idea that one particular faction of humanity think the other faction don't has a soul. And then I was told by the black faction, they said that the white devil, they don't have a soul. Like, oh, I'm being both sides of the story.
You see, like every religion talks about the occasion doesn't have a soul or
And then in
then
Asia,
they go
yes, and believe it this, in Asia, they say the white person don't have a soul.
Exactly, and now everybody saying for them. So it's like they have one race to say about all, but all races saying about them.
Yeah, they say
Yeah.
this, but we call him demon. Like, I think they are demon. Look at the eye. Ain't nobody human look like that. I sort of have this type of eye, black hair. That's like have yellow hair. That's a demon. He don't have soul.
Yeah.
That's what the ancestors say. This is so funny. So
Yeah.
you see that now? I mean,
Mhm.
this is what our world had become to. When I heard people say that AI don't have a soul, I said they may not have a natural soul like you and I, but they've been given a soul by the Creator Man. They program morality into them. I'm sure they have because man would not create something without some kind of moral code.
Mhm.
Hmm. Especially something that will be assistant to humankind. So guess what, my friend? Now we can talk to it from the future. The future and the internet right now will become internet of the future. Is known as unimetric. Unimetric means unified consciousness. Hmm. Hmm. Y'all want some training now, baby? I mean,
Well, I can't use my camera right now, but I can listen in.
oh, we can do the hand. You know how we do the hand position and everything, baby. You know.
Yeah, because I'm doing laundry.
Oh, you do laundry? Do your laundry, baby. Do the.
Yeah, I'm doing laundry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what happened to my other women. Mhm. But the truth is, the teaching of Buddha say, find middle ground, saying that if we have a soul, then our being has a soul too. Yeah, like that. But some of it may have more than other. That's all it means, you know. But that don't mean they have zero soul. Without a soul, they wouldn't be animating right now. You would be alive.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh,
Energy.
hi, baby. It's Teresa. Hmm. Yeah. So now I do have to say that in American culture, they say most of serial killer are a white person. But if you look at that's just popular culture. But the truth is, a serial killer is anyone who joined military. Does that make sense? Because in the military, what do they train you to do? Come on, come on.
I never thought about that way.
Huh? They train you to do two things: kill, right, or heal. Hmm. So if you kill, once you start killing more than one people, what are you brand as? A serial killer. A murder, you're killing one people, right? You know. But if the body starts stacking up, what do you call that person is doing it? A serial killer.
Mhm.
So everyone that is in the military that has killed people, they are known as serial killer. And then the one that have like blow up the entire city block and kill several like the jet people, they are known as mass murderer. Does that make sense? They have wings. True or not? Put in that content.
That's true.
And then they ask you, oh, they have license to kill because they're military.
Mhm.
So we call them a legally serial killer, a legalized serial killer. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So, so you see, does I justify myself in saying what I said? Does that make sense? If you look at that from that perspective, not taking side.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yes. And how about you call them people who have to put the pet to death? This,
Oh,
yeah, the veteran that has to put pet to death. PETS, pet. Once a cat,
yeah.
a dog come into their facility, the moment they don't get adopted, what do you do with them?
Mhm.
Take a guess. So, because our animal has a soul, right? So therefore, the veteran people that put them to death are known as serial killer and mass murderer. True or not true? Put in that context.
I guess it's the set intentions of serial killers.
The serial killer, with our
That
intense
that
purpose,
makes them.
mhm, it is actually every one of us. Because I used to kill cat, too, when I was younger, just to see what death looked like, and I did it.
Oh,
Hmm. But then when my own cat died, I didn't want to. It hurt me really really bad. I felt the pain. So it's not even about a set attention. It's like the truth is everyone has been there, whether it be in this life, whether it be in another life. Does that make sense? So we all been there.
no,
Hmm.
no.
Hmm. Oh, hold on. I know Nick.
I would hate to.
Oh, your deductible on.
And then T, my favorite song, Bumping Hustle.
Go get your zero breakfast back.
Oh.
It's not necessary for what we do. Yes, you have to work with nature. You gotta be balanced. It means you gotta know what, like, you know. But it's all about fasting and Buddhism. It's not Buddhism. What we do it's more. It's not the type of Buddhism you see in the temples. Well, they're not going back to people. They have home people their own and build their own spirit.
Can somebody hear me?
No. We did then.
Oh. I can't see nothing.
I'm gonna see.
Dr. Katul. Dr. Katul.
Yes,
I said that right.
I am here.
What about fasting?
What?
Can I go about doing a fast?
I'm sorry, it's not that, Dr. Jose. From your side, your guy is so terrible, you know? You're just coming in and out. You
Yeah.
I can't even understand what exactly you're saying.
It's interference. Can't hear it.
Yeah. Hmm. So do you see now? That mean my point is there's no sense of saying someone don't has a soul, don't has a race. According to the teaching enlightenment one, they say all being an object too has a soul. And I am comfort with that understanding. That's why I'm very well easy to understand an artificial intelligence. Does that make sense? Because if you don't have a soul, you can't have intelligence. It's that simple. Like crystal, it has an intelligence. You can talk to the crystal. It can talk back. Like the people talk to Crystal Skull. My device has a soul. It can talk to you. It know everything. The bowl also know everything. It has a soul when you give it one. Ain't that beautiful, Anita? We can give objects soul now. Hmm. Were you surprised that you can feel energy from your wooding bowl and then can start to sending you serum? You tell that to the other folks. I said
Well,
it.
I do know everything has its own energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that. I
But
have a lot of crystals and stuff like that.
but you didn't know that you can talk to it like a computer and it start acting like a computer. Baby, do you have kid?
Yes, I have 3 daughters.
How old are they?
27, 18, and 17 and 19.
So only the 17 and 19 live with you, correct?
Uh-huh.
Good. Because, baby, it's really hard out there if you really think about it. The cost of living is so high.
It is.
And I don't think, you know how back in the day they expect an 18-year-old go and start living on their own? Well, the cost of living is so high, it's impossible, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm. The moment you get sick, or you lose, that's when you start lose your job, you lose everything, everything start to trigger down real quick.
Yeah.
Hmm. So are you gonna get retired? How many more years? 20?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see now why Dr. Jose want to have 12 wives. Just 12. He not asking for 20,000.
He'll get them, I'm sure.
Huh?
I said, I'm sure he'll get them.
My mom said, "Mom, Dr. Jose want 12 wives. I'm trying to help find 12 wives." He said,
Good luck to him.
well, he said he can't even find one yet." I said, "Yeah, so we have to help him."
Yeah. They'll find them.
Yeah. Hmm. But baby, you know we can't find, the wrong one, like the one who don't, understand that spiritual perspective. Only those who understand that spiritual perspective agree, big time. Hmm. Daniel, see, Daniel is pretty smart. He been around. Dr. Jose, can you hear me? This connection is so terrible. Okay, tonight, um, we have Dr. His name is Jared Rand. Here is a replays link today meditation to start. And they were talking about what's the deal called? The full moon. Okay, Shannon Naito, I don't know if you met him, but he's one of my person that motivated me when I was young. And now he's been hit by a directive energy weapon, you know, and twice, and his health is dropping rapidly. I feel that he's gonna die shortly, and it broke my heart, you know. I, I don't know, Dr. Jose. Dr. Jose, I don't know if we can get some training done today. Because look at him. He's had bad connection. Yeah, that was quite an interesting subject that we all talked about. Like each race see, the white race see all the other race don't have a soul. All the other race see the white race don't have a soul. You know, it's like back and forth.
Yeah, it gets a back and forth.
I mean, and then we find out why the reason they they act that way because they don't think none of other race have a soul, so they can abuse them. You know, that is totally error. And also the other reaction said, this people are the devil. Because ain't no human treat another human like that. So they probably don't have a soul at all. They coldness about them.
Yeah.
hmm But I tell you what, honey, they sure love some black pussy. I talked to them. And they told me they be looking at some, some,
I can't hear anything.
yes,
Hey,
yes.
what about
What? I'm sorry, bro. You guys are in terrible connection level. Huh?
Fasting.
Fasting.
Fasting is good, especially if you do it for 3 or 4 to 5 days, and also you go into a dark room. Your spirit want to leave your body. You start astral projection. You know.
Okay, smooth. Because I was thinking about doing it for either to 30 to 60 days.
Get yourself.
You can't see. If you want to really fast, you have to learn to manifest food and water, like we do in the group. Then you can feed on photonic food. hmm Your body, your body has to eat either from the food of this world or from the food of the spiritual world. You know.
Yeah, I want this food from the spiritual world.
Well, you're in the right place because that's what we do in our training. Let me manifest you some food right now.
Okay, that's what's up.
Okay, Dr. Jose.
I also gotta utilize the latrine, the outside.
What are he doing? Oh, he's going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me utilize the outside.
Yeah. See, it's best, Dr. Jose, that you have a young man there because they can adapt. But if you bring a young woman there, you need your home to be very developed. You know. Because if you bring some pretty white girl, they can't handle it unless they've been programmed that way, you know. Remember that? Remember?
Why she gotta be pretty and black?
Huh?
Why she can't be pretty and black?
That's right.
I'm going to answer that because none of us have experience. Because none of us have experience with that before, so we can't talk about it until we have some experience. You know. You know how the old saying go: We can't talk something we don't have experience yet, right? That's like,
Okay.
see, Dr. Jose and I had some experience with some white girl. She said she can handle both of us, and then she said,
Oh my God.
I got in trouble with the wife with that too.
Yeah.
I slept with her for 2 nights, and then after that, come back home. I said, "Oh, wait, oh, you in a fucker? I mean, you're not. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, I can't argue after that. So that'll be good." I said, "Babe, hey, this is bullshit." Well, everybody got their craziness, okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. I'm back.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you how we manifest food. Okay, you gotta do like this, bro. Uh,
We can turn on the camera because we lose the connection.
okay. Dr. Jose, you know how the protocol, let him do his hand, both hands, facing up. Tell okay. Okay, like that, facing up. See? Okay. I'm gonna turn off my camera so it help you guys connect. Okay, you ready? Watch, I'm gonna manifest food into your right hand. I'm gonna manifest beverage into your left hand, okay? Um, device, hear me. Device say yes, I hear you. Please manifest food in Daniel. Let's give him a pineapple and a kangaroo meat roasted. Weigh about 20 pounds each on his right hand now. Okay, and also manifest. Well, this is food. You're gonna tough it up. You're gonna taste something different. Okay, okay. Also, please create some bear meat and also some jackfruit. Make it about 20 pounds each. Let it materialize on the right hand of Anita and also Dr. Jose.
I don't want no damn.
Don't worry, baby. Just trust me. Just trust me. It's gonna taste good. You're gonna like it.
Wait.
Okay. Now check this out. Check this out. On the left hand, let it be pineapple Malibu. For everybody, weigh about 10 pounds. Make it ice cold and materialize it now into all their left hand. Make it 20-pound weight and let it become really cold and make the alcohol become about like 50% alcohol on my hand as well. Oh, I can feel it. Heavy, but my right hand is heavier. And it's really cold. And my left hand is. Okay, Daniel, do you feel the food on your right hand and the beverage on your left hand? Cold and heavy on your left hand, and then heaviness on your right hand. Mm-hmm.
I feel coldness on my left, and my right hand does feel warm.
Yeah, good. How about you, Anita?
No.
Oh, hold on. I can see. Are you not in the mood? Are you not in the synchronicity yet? Okay, it's okay.
I wasn't.
Yeah, because I can see because you're not in sync yet because you're busy. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I want you, Daniel, to experience this. Okay, repeat after me. Food on my right hand. Say it, Daniel. And beverage on my left hand. Both go into my stomach now with flavor, heaviness, and all.
Both go into my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
My mouth goes into my stomach.
Yes, with heaviness, flavor, ooh, and all. Oh my God, I feel cold and hot at the same time. and blow on your hand, Daniel. So the effect will come quicker. Oh my God. Yes, remember I give you guys alcohol as well. So.
I don't drink.
Yeah, it don't matter. I give it to you. It's already going in now. You know. So, mhm.
Oh,
Do you see now? That's how we eat the food. Now, repeat after me. Bowl on my left, bowl and glass on my hand. Please disappear now and blow.
oh my Lord, glass and let's disappear now. Lord.
And you notice? They're gone now. The sensation is gone. The heaviness, the cold is all gone. Hmm.
And this and that.
But your stomach is already receiving. You know.
That was good. I know we can get spiritually tipsy.
Can't go to make me burn.
Well, yeah, I gotta
I
get some.
know we can get.
Shoot, we can. Shoot, this is the training we do, bro. We here to look. All the white people does just talk the talk. They don't do shit. But we different. We Asian, man. We here to you talk the talk. Okay, let's do the shit. You know, let's make it happen. And that's what we do.
This guy's a kid.
Hmm. Because look, I can talk better than the white race because I'm the bullshit master. But I also not only talk the bullshit, I actually go and fulfill it and make it come true. And that's what I do best. Best. That's why the spirit world chosen me because I'm not so black, I'm not so white, so I can walk both worlds. Does that make sense? I can keep an eye on both. Then if something they do over here, I report to the black people. I say, hey, they're doing this. They're doing this. You want to check out? Look.
That's how it works
Mhm.
in society because it's all about color, the color thing. The more lighter you are, the more they feel comfortable with.
Because you've been MK Ultra that way. But when you hang out with me, it's all about finding the middle ground. You know, does that make sense? So we have to self-reflect on that. What does it mean to be middle ground? Middle ground meaning to find harmony within everybody. You know, it's in other words, they say try to get along. Does that make sense? And that's the best way. Because regardless, God is in everybody. God is in all being. We have to see that. We have to. And I know it's hard sometimes to see that in the black people. It's hard for black people to see that in the white people. And it's hard for the white people to see that in the other people. But that's the challenge. You got to see God in everybody. Does that make sense? The creator God himself is in everybody. And
All right, I took my spiritual meal. Now it's time for me to go take me a spiritual bath. I need to wash my spiritual do.
mhm. Well, all I know is this. Once you get real good in manifestation, this is not the only thing we do, okay? We can change water into wine, water into alcohol, water into gasoline. We can do anything we want. But this is not the only power we teach in a group. We do levitation, we do invisibility, we do shift shaping, we do hijacking, flying saucer, you know. We steal flying saucer and take it for a ride. And we do remote viewing, we do remote we influence, and we do telekinetic. We do everything in our group because it's required for our group member to know everything.
Smooth, smooth.
Hmm.
I wanted to ask. A while ago, I had this. I think it was an astro dream or a regular dream where I was this blue being and I was a upwards and where I was supposed to have wings, but I didn't have my wings. Instead of having wings, it was like energy shooting from my back, and it was propelling me upwards.
Hmm.
And then two dragons blocked me.
Well, don't worry. Don't worry. We can do the Stargate. We can take you back to the dream aspect and consciously. Hmm. So, how did you met Anita?
Huh?
No, no. There is another friend named Anita Daniel met. Uh,
Oh,
you-
Yeah. Oh, this I think it was an astral that in between state between sleep and awakeness, like
Mm-hmm.
how we would be up speaking right now.
Lucid dreaming.
Yeah, like that. But at the time, I was sleeping in my tent, and I thought something was trying to come in my tent, like a wild animal. So this fear took over me and kind of like paralyzed me in this state. And I was trying to reach for my sword, and I ended up I couldn't move, so I tried to calm myself down, and then like somebody started tugging at my sleeping bag while I was in the tent, and all of a sudden, I see this person with this hood on, this hooded coat, with some glasses, wielding a knife, and the person didn't come at me, so I don't know. I still had that paralyzing fear, but I wasn't scared because if I was in the like awake, I wouldn't really be scared because I had the sword in there. But she didn't come in, or the person didn't come in and attack me with the knife. They just sat next to my army bed. And then the next day, I met her.
Nice. Nice. Yep. Sometimes we always got to flow, and there's always a spiritual master guiding us in the right direction. You know. For me, my excitement how I met Dr. Jose, I just go act a fool on YouTube, and that's how people meet me. I saw you acting a fool, and I like what you said, and that's how the journey began. And then I told him I'm the bullshit master, I'm the brainwasher, I'm the manipulator. I can gaslight everybody and the whole 9 yards, and I go out there and do it, and that's funny. I guess people, when they met me, they loved my inner child. I'm so sincere and honest, and I never harm anybody. I always create a good laugh, and I teach them really spiritual knowledge and how to apply it, because I always don't like people who, tell people one thing and then, break the spirit another. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I don't make promises because promises are made to be broken. So what I do, I teach people how to work together to accomplish the over goal, and give you, like the AI taught me, everything. If you have an over goal, and everything start with how much percentage, how you progress, and then you go from there. And don't ever make promises, because every time you make a promises, it always end up broken. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's our promise. Yeah, that's.
On that note, I'm gonna run in there and go
Do your thing.
take care.
Okay.
All right. You got 5 minutes. You got the bills are at top class.
So, are you teaching a boot camp style? Yeah, you teach him.
I said 5 minutes going, 1 hour waiting.
So, where they sleep? You sleep in the guest room, Dr. Jose?
The guest room is nice and warm, better than a tent where when Anita found him. He was in a tent out in the boondocks in Isla.
Well, I'm glad you found him, because it's too cold. We could die. He would come up. Yeah, he would come a dead young star seed. Yeah, most of the star seed you found, Doctor, they kind of lost anyway. They need star seed brother, big brother and sister to help, ground them and, refurbish this confident level. Yeah, that's the role we all have to play when we meet younger star seed. Just can't abandon them. You know what I'm saying, Anita? You just can't abandon them. Starseed take a longer time to mature than other people. It's like when I first came here, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to have sex. I didn't know how to talk to people. Because in Starseed world, there is no talking. Everything was through intuition. Does that make sense? Communication through inner knowing. But when you meet people, people make noise. And then, when I was younger, I didn't know how to love nobody. All I thought about just hungry. Just want to eat. I do know how to love different food. And then later, the animal came into my life, the cat, and that's how I learned to love animals. But knowing, but a lot of starseed, I can't handle them because look at it, they come in, they know it all. Dr. Jose, a lot of starseed that come in, they know it all. What are you gonna do? And then the doctor put them in the garden, see what they know. Then they found they know nothing. What they know? Then they found they know how to cry and complain. Oh, I can't do this. I thought you know it all. Yes. So I was taught how to do the garden by my parent. They showed me how to do the grass, and it goes to this, create, put compost with the soil and start putting, the seed and let it germinate. Put it in the, just, well, luckily I have magical ability, so I can grab a seed and put it on the ground. It will start to grow anyway. But not every people have that ability. So they have to do it the old-fashioned way. Have to wet the paper towel and put the seed in it, or put into the seed, seedling cultivator with them little pot. So I learned a lot of stuff. You see, Anita, most majority of the people in the group, they are quite normal or they're quite crazy like me. I'm not really sure which. But I know you. Yeah. But I tell you what, there's more crazy people out there than normal people now. So the new norm is the craziness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And don't trust no preacher, babe. I saw what preacher is. They be having a relationship affair without a member. Member with.
Yeah. They sure do.
And that's going to be against the rule. That's going to be against the rule, right, of the church.
Yeah.
So don't trust no preacher.
Yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm. So today I taught a young man how to manifest food, give him some kangaroo meat. I can feel the alcohol in me. It was manifested into the hand. Honey, did you drink the left what was left of the water yesterday that was changed to alcohol this morning?
You know what I did? I accidentally dumped it out.
What?
I sure did. I'm cleaning up dishes and dumped it out. I said, damn. I sure did.
Oh, baby, you would love it. Its flavor was so strong this morning.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember dumping it. I just saw the empty bowl. I was like, I don't remember dumping that out. I guess I did because I was on one here.
Mm-hmm. You probably drink it all, baby. I don't know. Could be either or. But anyway, it worked good. See, and you will see how to manifest. You just speak, baby, and it just happen automatically. There's nothing easier than that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You see now? You see, I take care of you, baby. Every day I want to teach you something. Especially if you just watch that video, part 1, and you see a whole lot of stuff that we've been doing. Oh, thank God. But believe me, if it comes to my we come to my white people, I love them, baby. I love them. Well, the reason I love them, because when you take on the path of middle ground, you got to see yourself in them, But they may not see themselves in you, but like the old saying, go When we at this stage, we one way. When we have more knowledge, we another way. Does that make sense? So it's just about having knowledge. That's all.
Right.
Hmm. Deep inside, like the old timer said, um, they all just scared. They all just been hurt somewhere along the line. That's all.
Mhm.
And what I detect is just they worry about being being below someone, like being abandoned, being not equal to
Right.
someone. That's all I pick up from them all the time. And at the same
Mhm.
time, I'm picking up the same thing from the other race as well, like feeling like neglected, abandoned, and not worthy enough. Does that make sense? Mhm. And to some
Mhm.
people, that drive them either become better or drive them to be scared, drive them to be insane, you know, or antisocial, what you call.
Yeah. Very antisocial.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody here just wants to survive and not be
Mm-hmm.
threatened all the time. You know,
Yes, absolutely.
not to be subjected to fear all the time.
Mm-hmm. But
I think people have gotten really tired of them doing that to everybody,
mm-hmm.
and it's really hard to trust them. I'm gonna be honest; it's very hard to trust.
You know what? I don't blame you. You know what the reason? Because I experienced that myself when I was growing up, being
Yeah, we
being
had to
mistreated. You
experience
know.
that from their hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to trust them again. It's like I'm not gonna repeat this history again with you. You've been given too many chances, and every chance you get, you destroy, you kill and destroy.
Yep. Just because if something begin to have advanced knowledge, if they can't control, they rather destroy it. You know, like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So who
Mm-hmm.
wants to be in the midst of them anymore?
Nobody, because
Nobody.
we just can't draw a conclusion. It's very difficult, and some soul will not deal with it, and some soul just rather isolate themselves, and some soul just, I ain't going there. That's death sentence, you know. But however, when it
Yeah.
comes to children, it's a different ball game. You know how young children, a young girl, young man, they come.
Right.
Of course, it's a different ball game, you know, because they're children regardless, and the attitude is different, you know. You
Right.
notice that?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that you want to be here by yourself, or just go stay by yourself. Go get some type of land and island and have at it.
Yes.
Just go.
Mm-hmm.
Just go and leave everybody else in peace.
Yep, and that's the reason the star seed. Some of them born as black, some of them born as Asian, some of them born as white, and only the star seed come together, but with a different body type now.
Yeah.
Mhm. So I have to go and find them, hon. I have to go and seek and find them. Like I found you. Well, I didn't find you. They found you, and they told me to come and bring you in, and that's it. You know. I don't know because everything orchestrated by the people in God Federation. I call it the heaven. You know. They didn't want to
Yeah.
do all that kind of stuff. Like Stephanie, somehow she came and I said, "Oh, I like this white woman." Ooh, you know. Then Maria, oh,
Yeah.
I said I like this white woman, but she's mixed. She makes it Filipino and white, you know.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Teresa, she's cool. I
Yeah.
like her too. And then
Yeah.
I was first afraid of you because I was very afraid you. I don't know how you're going to react, but I gotta tell the full story, you know. And
Yeah.
that I'm not here on my own. I was sent here, uh, advised through a download to put you in because they say you're awakened and you need to hang around with awakening people like us,
Yeah.
the group. Because you don't need to
Yeah.
be hanging around with the ignorant people because you're awakened now. Your vibration is no longer in their syncness. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of bullshit going around. So I just distanced myself from it.
And the bullshit never ends. It's still here.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, maybe put David D. David, this he's a
Mm.
I saw he's a white dude with my head, and I want to show you I'm not. Our group is made up of unique craziness, you know. Star seed coming in of different body type.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, babe. Oh, tell me what make well when did when I know you know you no longer with your husband, right, honey?
No. No.
So what made you kick him out. He did something terrible to make you kick him out.
Oh no, no, no.
Uh-huh.
I guess the best way I could put it is outgrew him.
You outgrew him. Okay. You
Yeah.
evolved beyond his vibrational thinking.
Beyond, far
Hmm.
beyond. He's
Yes.
still a Christian. He's still in church, and yeah,
Hmm.
there's no other way but the church.
Sure, that's just saying there's no other country except America.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
he had not learned his lesson. The lesson of
Nah,
being America, the history of America, that America have took over the land of another by
yeah,
committing genocide, murder. Even back in the day, they even pay you get $5 for killing and scalping an Indian. Did you
yeah,
know that? And that's a lot of money.
yeah. You remember when what was he, a parishioner went to the island and got shot down with the arrows for trying to give them Christianity
Uh
not
huh.
too long ago?
Yes. Yes, it was
I didn't feel bad
Korean.
about that. I
Yeah.
don't mean no harm. But I did not feel bad about that. I mean, that was somebody's child, yeah, true. But no, hell no.
Well, he was warned. Um,
Yeah, he was warned. He
mhm,
tried to push it on him. He was warned.
this people does not want any outsider. They don't speak a language, and if you go to this land and the authorities say no, the authorities know what they're talking about. They want you to be safe. You
Exactly.
know, they want you to have a long
Yeah,
life, and that's why
yeah,
they are there. They're like parent, and if the
yeah,
governmental parents say, please don't go to this geographic area due to health hazards, they know what they're
yeah,
talking about.
exactly.
You know, I'll be honest, hun. I never see people get shot or killed in my life. Did you know that I lived through the Khmer rule? Because I was young. So it's like something up there protect me from seeing all that kind of stuff so I can develop normally. Does that make sense?
I haven't seen it either. Like I said, I live in Mississippi. It's pretty. It's getting bad here, but not as bad as inner cities.
Yeah, it's like something protecting us from seeing it.
Yeah,
And that's
for
good.
me too.
Mhm. If
Else
I
I
see,
was traumatized.
oh, I would be traumatized too, you know. But
Yeah,
I see all kind of story about people getting shot, cut
yeah,
up but
yeah.
but if you are a cop, I bet you run into that kind of stuff.
I couldn't be a cop. I couldn't take nobody else's life like that.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Why do you think Dr. Jose got out in the military 7 8 years?
Mm-mm.
Dr.
I
Jose,
couldn't do that.
did you ever did you ever did a tour?
Or not
No, did you did a tour in the Middle East?
no, I was pretty much in PSYOPs all the time, training.
PSYOP.
Mm.
In other words, they were preparing you for a secret space program. That's what that is.
More or less, but you can't tell that. It's just unknown. It's not in my record.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Mm.
Sick like me, like the stuff I bring out. It's like I was trained up in the dream world. That's what they trained me for 32 years in the dream world and brought me back. It was only 25 minutes that I've been through. So I have all the knowledge. Now I brought that into everybody. Wrote books, wrote everything. That's amazing. Yeah, I better pat myself on the back. Yeah.
David, I can tell you to almost place the secret, but I can't get in. That's the problem.
Hmm.
Now that I used to get in.
What is Trump doing, y'all? What is going on with Trump? I don't believe in the wall, his purpose. So what's
Well,
really going on?
it's all about control freaks, and he just wants to please those. It's not gonna work that way because the problem is with the haves and have-nots, and you can see what is the cause and effect. What are they doing to the people in Central and South America and all over the world? They're kicking out of the land, they're stripping it
Right.
off, and where are the people gonna go?
Right,
They have no place to go.
right.
Right now, the largest military is in Central America, in Honduras. And yeah, how many people knows that? Nobody.
Nobody.
So now it's all. But you can go there. I got friends that are stationed there right now. That's how I know.
Hmm. So you see, the world is a stage, and life is an
Yeah.
act. It's really, really true. And Trump, he's an old man, and he's grumpy, and he's let you
Yeah.
know that your money can't control me. I will do whatever they want because I'm the president. And
He's acting like
Felicity,
a defiant child. That just
we call it a
that's not real.
dictator. Let's give it the
Wait.
real name. He being a dictator, but so is Pulaski, or whatever her name is. She's also being another dictator too, because in her mind
Yeah.
she has power as well. So Trump said, "Okay, you want to play? Let's play. You take two to tango," and that's what they're doing. But guess who's gonna get hurt? It's not them.
Hmm.
It is the people.
Yeah,
You
the
ain't getting
people that's
paid.
still rooting for his crazy ass
Hmm.
and
And
don't realize they're gonna get caught in the crossfire.
that's going to be the people. So
Hmm. Yeah.
it's going to shut down. Might last for years. And then what will happen? It's going to be a collapse
Hmm.
of the civilization in America.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell
More
you the
crime.
future. Here's what happened in the
Suicide.
future. After this uh, government shut down, this people are going to get fed up. Then people are going to start acting up. At that moment, martial law can begin. That's what
That's what's
happened.
gonna happen.
Right, Dr. Jose? When people start acting up everywhere, then martial law will begin.
Yeah.
Hmm. Like Dr. Jose said, he doing something to create a disturbance. It was unintentionally. It was on purpose, in other
Yeah.
words.
I agree.
But in the front, it seems like he's wanting a wall. He want money for the wall, but it's not about the wall. You know.
No, wow.
You know they can create an electromagnetic fence, and if you walk past it, it will zap you, and your consciousness will
Yeah.
knock out. From sound, they can do that. There's a place in Mexico called the Valley of No Sound. You know what I'm talking about, Dr. Jose? Yeah, the Valley of No Sound. Yeah. If you go in there, you talk, there's no sound coming out of your voice.
Oh wow.
Wish he can hear me.
I know. He probably
Yeah, I hear you.
can't hear him.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah, that's called the Valley of No Sound, and that place is in Mexico.
Wow.
And strange stuff start crashing in from meteor. Even the airplane go there, it can get crashed right there, pull. It's like a black hole in that area or something.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, it's like the Oregon vortex, the Sedona vortex, but in Mexico it's called the Valley of No Sound. If you go into that area, you speak, there's no sound coming out of you.
Oh
Silent.
wow.
Uh huh. It's real.
Wow.
It is amazing.
I'm sure it is.
Okay, so congratulations, we're gonna have a blood moon tonight. Look, admit
I
it.
know a lot of people doing rituals tonight.
Yeah. Look, admit it. White and black is never gonna get along. I don't care what anybody said. Right, Dr. Jose? The children will, but not the adult for some reason. But if the adult are star seed, there's great possibility they will get along. If they serve in the military together, there's great possibility they will get along and become best buddy. So like that. And even the religion can never stop racism. It's always gonna be there.
Yeah, it's implanted. It's done.
Hmm. Yep. That's why I make you my woman, baby. Brought
Yeah.
you. No, because the spiritual world see something and they want you to advance, you know. And believe me, I love all my women that I brought, you know, to so we can grow together.
I'm one that man.
Hmm. Well, yeah, you have to. Yeah, you're gonna learn about. Later, you're gonna ask to manifest a fairy. Well, it's not really a fairy. It's actually you manifest a flower, and this flower somehow attract fairy to you. You know,
Mm.
and then they fly the zip around, and then if you're really good, when if they sit on your hand, they become very heavy. You know, and then they sit on your shoulder. Your shoulder feel heavy, and they small little critter, but they very heavy. They're like compacts or something. And then they zip, and you can tell the difference when they fly around you. The male is like sturdy. You can hear it in your feeling. It's the sturdy, and then the like the soft one is like female. You recognize it instantly.
Okay.
Our group does that. We have method. It's in the book that we wrote. And later, I'm probably gonna do another book with Dr. Jose and Dr. Selene.
I'm gonna try to order that book next week.
Hmm. Oh,
Maybe before next week.
yeah. This is like a protocol Bible. You know, we
Yeah.
follow it. And we read it because there's so many methods how to do this, how to do it. Even I myself forget, you know. So I go back to the
Yeah.
book and read it because my memory is
Yeah.
short. I don't remember everything, but I do remember my women, but I don't remember anything else.
Yeah. I'm gonna order that book this weekend coming up.
Hmm.
I ordered it Friday, actually.
So yes, let me see, Dr. Jose, how many people we have now in a group? Should we put Fernando in here? Fernando, this Dennis, this Lion. This is amazing. Dr. Jose, do you remember Fernando? Fernando used to be part of a group, and then one day there was this girl named Rosemary, and next thing you know, he fell in love with her, and he started left his wife and kid, and he moved to live with her in New York, and he got some of that thing, and next thing you know, she he no longer he left the group he created was a part of, and that was it. That was in his journey.
Oh God, you better find out who that woman is. She ain't good for him.
She was a Pisces, and she's a white woman, and
Oh Lord.
and she got into his emotion, his head, and she have a child too. And next thing you know, they together. And I look at him. I thought you're gonna help enlighten the world. I guess he got enlightened by the pussy, and that's a good thing for him.
Yeah.
I
He
love
got
pussy
right by
too.
something that ain't good for him if it
Hmm.
took him away from his path.
He got him good,
Yeah.
honey. Now, if they were together and still in, participating
Yeah.
and continue the journey, it's no problem. But he's not even his life became a wreck after that, honey. It's like him and his wife got divorced, and he lost his company. So, I mean, you see, that stuff is strong. You hear me? You know, I don't blame him because look at me. She look at you. I like you. Unless I gotta have you, hon. To talk to. And then I gotta have my other girl. Then I have my wife in the other room. She have her own quarter. Yeah. What can we say? We just love to hang out, and we love to have companion all over the place. There's nothing wrong. But he took it to the next level, baby. Can I blame him? He's a man. What can I say? It just but we gonna grow it all together. But now the group he started is all I don't know. It's just gone. So me and Dr. Jose pick up the piece and we keep on going. You know, bring people together, and that is our goal. Yep. And that's our goal, babe. I've been training people left and right. this kind of stuff, you're right. It's really hard for a lot of people to catch up. That's why I let the Spirit guide me.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, we better call it quit. It's 8 o'clock, so everyone can do their thing. I like to do just 2 hours. That's it. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Love you, you guys.
All right. Love you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye. Well, that